Lake, Manitoba. Prime Minister Stephen Harper is expected to recall Parliament in a matter of weeks to put his majority government to work. With that, MPs are now headed off to Ottawa, and a huge number of them are brand new to Parliament Hill. As Laura Zilke reports, some of them are barely out of their teens.
29 years old, and she's headed to Ottawa. Ratika Sitsavesan was elected as an NDP MP for the riding of Scarborough Rouge River and comes with a few interesting distinctions. She's become the darling of the Sri Lankan community, voted as the first ever Tamil MP, and she's also the youngest representing a riding in the GTA.
It's about bringing fresh energy to the House of Commons.
Sitsavesan is young but experienced when compared to some new members of Parliament. There are several 20-year-old NDP MPs in Quebec, and the youngest ever, a 19-year-old from Sherbrooke.
But we also have many of the experienced incumbents returning and people who were members of Parliament before.
This time around, the electorate itself may have been filled with younger voters. There are no official numbers from Elections Canada at this point to prove it, but history itself says there may have been a fresher face at the polls.
The tendency for Conservative voters is they tend to be a bit older. For the constituency for the NDP tends to be a bit more female, tends to be a bit less affluent, and also tends to be younger.
Youth vote mobs at universities across the country were organized to engage younger voters, asking them to take a bigger role. Organizers think the approach worked.
We've had a lot of students come to us, the Students' Union, to talk to us about, what kinds of issues are there, what are the policies of the different political parties.
Voter turnout was up by more than 2% over the last federal election, meaning interest was peaked.
There's more interest in the campaign. The people who get a little more excited about it might be the younger people.
And that, says this young NDP, is because more issues young people identified with were addressed.
They had the time and made the time to come out and make this happen.
Laura Zilke, Global News.